ahead and tell everybody about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Tamarah Kurtenbach, like Heather said, and I've been designing here in Omaha for 14 years. I looked up and realized the other day. I'm from Omaha originally, went to New York for 6 years for school, worked out there a little bit, and then brought the operation back to Omaha. So.
Isn't it weird when you do the math on how long you've been doing fashion in Omaha?
Weird is an understatement.
So tell me a little bit more about your aesthetic. Who is your ideal client? What are you trying to express?
My ideal client is a woman or man who is not afraid to take risks with their look. Someone who realizes that the world is their runway and they use fashion to empower themselves.
So what kind of pieces are we going to be seeing tonight?
Well, tonight the 3 pieces that I'm showing are inspired by summer in New York City.
Ooh, what does that mean to you?
So to me that means the vibe is like girly and a little sporty and a little grungy.
I love all of that. So for aspiring designers that are watching, how did you learn to sew? How did you build your business? Tell us a little bit more about that journey.
Well, I started sewing when I was 11. My mother was a sewer, and I just stumbled upon her sewing machine in like a trunk of fabric. And I think the first thing that I did was like sew a button on, and then I was like, oh, I did that. And then from there, I just took off. I started remixing things, taking things apart, putting them back together. And then I took a sewing class in 7th grade, and that kind of gave me my foundation. And then I was an artist, like a painter and like a fine artist. And growing up in Omaha, I didn't even know you could have a career in fashion. So then I went to school in Louisiana for a year, and I was just looking around online, and I found fashion school in New York, and I applied, and I went, and I fell in love, and I just really like found myself there. So
yeah. How has the fashion community changed in Omaha since you've come back?
Wow, it's changed so much. When I came back, I did Omaha Fashion Week in 2010. And I just think that, I think social media has had a lot to do with that, just really opening up to the whole entire fashion world, all the influences, just from other cities and from across the world, like the way that people in Omaha are able to interpret that, I think has really helped to grow the community.